It's lunchtime in Bentham, North Yorkshire.
Why have we got a meal? Oh, let's meal somewhere different. Oh, can you have a look where nearest Nick is to Bentham? So, for a meal break.
Road crime team officers Mick Roth and Paul Stamp are on patrol in an unmarked car when an urgent call comes in.
Say silver Corsa does have markers for firearms.
Someone from that vehicle pointing a firearm at a pizza delivery guy.
If you're going to point a gun at somebody for a blooming pizza that's worth £7 or £8, you're quite happy to point a gun at anybody for anything, surely.
The suspect is known to the police from a previous incident.
He actually beat an officer up. One of them pinned him down and the other one beat him up. So, although they're not very old, they're quite nasty. All I can say is just obviously be vigilant.
The car's been spotted in a nearby village, but when the cops get there, the car's empty.
Ideally, we want the guy in the car, so we just sat and waited. And we waited. And we waited.
Come on, where are you?
Oh God, I'm aching from just being sat.
I need a wee as well.
Been there a couple of hours, we were a bit tired, but suddenly bang.
See you. Lads, it's here now.
9-4, we're behind the vehicle now. It's just doing a right onto Backgate, and we'll attempt to stop it.
I think it was the vehicle stopped.
I can see the driver's leaning into the middle, looks to be messing about with something.
What's he doing, mate?
Maybe trying to conceal something, maybe a firearm.
9-4 vehicle's hesitating, but he is slowing and indicating to the near side to stop on Backgate.
Mate.
Just wait here.
Yeah.
What are you doing, mate? What are you messing about with? Been detained at this moment in time for a drug search under Section 23 Misuse of Drugs Act, alright?
Right, we've got it stopped. Just 1 sec, keys are out.
Because of your manner prior to being stopped, you're going to be searched for any drugs and any other paraphernalia, okay?
The guy's quite jumpy, quite nervous. Clearly got something wrong. Something's on him that shouldn't be. I'm just mindful of the fact that it's either going to be drugs or a firearm or something of that nature.
Put your hands down. How much cash is in your wallet?
150 quid, I think.
You start to search and it sounds strange, but there's a big bulge in his trousers, which is not where you'd expect it to be.
Right, kick your right leg. Keep kicking. Keep kicking.
And as you're doing that, you can smell the cannabis smell just emanating from his underwear.
A couple of ounces of cannabis there. It's hard to tell because it's in quite a thick black bin liner. You're under arrest at a minute, mate. Opposition of possession with intent to supply a Class B drug, namely cannabis. You don't have to say anything but it may have your defence if you don't mention when questioned something which later on in court. Anything you do say may be given as evidence. Okay?
But as the cops continue to search, they find something far more concerning. They suspect it's the weapon that was used to threaten the pizza guy.
I'll wait for the car.
It has been seized, and it looks like he's going to get locked up for the offence as well.
Although gun crime's on the increase, you still don't generally see him on the street as a police officer, so every time you find a firearm or what looks like a firearm in the boot of a car or on a person, it does come as a surprise.
Certainly, if you pointed it at somebody, they would be quite frightened having that put in the face, and you can't tell whether it's a real or imitation. I'm no expert. If somebody pointed that at me, I would treat it as a firearm.
I'll get a middle or...
Yeah, no, say this out, mate.
While the cops take the driver and the weapon back to Skipton Police Station for questioning,
Cheers, thank you.
50 miles away at Skipton Police Station,
Hold on it.
PC Mick Roth is booking in the young driver who's wanted in connection with an alleged firearms offence.
Can we come up, Sarge? Come on, mate. Show me your hands. Bottoms of your feet. Yeah, your soles of your shoes.
When the cops searched his car, they found a gun in the boot. On closer examination, it turns out to be an imitation firearm.
When you see a firearm of that nature, you treat it as a firearm. At a glance, they look so real. In the eyes of the law, whether it's an imitation firearm or a real firearm doesn't matter. It's the intent, it's the intimidation, it's the fear that you cause.
I'm an ex-firearms officer, so If he'd have pointed that at me, you know, he's looking at maybe a police shooting or something like that.
He was also found with drugs and cash.
His manner of driving, when we went to stop him, was pretty erratic. He's swerving all over the road, you know, like trying to steer it with one hand and then drive with his knees and all that kind of thing. Because he's trying to get that down his pants. It's a fairly sizable package. And I think, you know, shoving that down your pants and trying to drive is never a good idea. So it's obvious to us that he's supplying drugs.
OK, circumstances, please.
Circumstances are this gentleman's been stopped as the driver of a motor vehicle. Prior to him being stopped, his manner of driving has been erratic. And he looked to be secreting something about his person. Inside his trouser leg, there's been a quantity of cannabis bush in a black plastic wrap.
Are you tired?
A bit.
There's a lad who hasn't really grasped the gravity of the situation. Stood yawning at the desk, he just doesn't seem bothered.
This guy really, his mentality is that of a child. It's clear he didn't really have a clue or concept of how serious the whole situation was.
OK, I'm authorising your detention at the police station to secure and preserve evidence not obtain evidence by questioning, which basically means you'll be staying here at the police station and then you'll be interviewed. OK, do you understand what the officer's just said?
Yes.
And it just shows that childlike mentality that he's just daft. He's daft more than anything.
And the young lad arrested by Mick Roth was found guilty of possession of an imitation firearm and received a 12-month conditional discharge. He was also found guilty of possession with intent to supply and given a 12-month suspended sentence. "15 miles away near Harrogate, North Yorkshire's road crime team officers Tim Wilson and Ben Astin have stopped for a well-earned break.
Catch up on my correspondence.
Right.
Make sure world ain't coming to an end at home.
When a call comes in about a suspect car, break time's over. Allegedly, a driver of a blue Astra is suspected of a number of fuel thefts.
We're just heading into Harrogate. It's been a vehicle that's been sighted. It's a vehicle worth looking at.
Criminals don't just commit one type of offence. Just because they stole some petrol that day doesn't mean tomorrow they're not out stealing pieces of plant, stealing vehicles, committing robberies. End of the day, you've got to unturn every stone in your path to see what you can find.
If they know what we're going to start doing, they'll be looking out for it, won't they?
So we just sat at the traffic lights, deciding which way we're going to go, and all of a sudden the vehicle, we see it coming past us.
Just past us, boys.
We know the petrol station's only down the road, so we've gambled that it's probably going there.
Where's it gone?
It's on fuel station, mate. Let him run. Boys, he's pulled up on fuel station. We're going to go eyes on and see what he does.
He was on the petrol forecourt, there filling up. We need to have a visual.
See it. A few more inches. Yep, that'll do. We're sat there in anticipation for him driving off, you know, sort of Dukes of Hazzard sort of scene. It didn't go that way. He got out, he filled up, and he went into the fuel station. Driver, for your information, is wearing a high-vis vest. Stand by, he's returning to the vehicle. Just going towards the exit, stand by for direction. And he's off. We're just behind it. He's just held at temporary lights, boys. We've pulled up on near side.
The suspect driver overtakes a queue of traffic and runs a red light. Although the cops are not sure if the driver has committed any offences tonight or at any other time, there's still enough reason for a quick word.
What's all that about?
Alright.
Flying through red light?
It's temporary lights on a ground worker, you know if it's safe to go, leave alone.
No. I'm just going to stick these on you for a minute, pal.
What for now?
Well, for a start off, car stinks of weed, doesn't it? So you're going to be detained for a search. I obviously speak to the driver, and he's, you know, cool, calm, collected. Nothing done here, officer, just going for a drive. You don't have to put your hands out, you can put them down. Well, you're going to have to learn, aren't you?
Can't, the tide lights.
Otherwise it's going to get boring when I keep telling you to sit still and turn around and you keep turning around.
It's just going to be a never-ending cycle of me and you.
He wouldn't stop talking, he was fidgeting, just acting the idiot, really. He wasn't going to make it easy for us, fella.
I'll just move that from down your side.
Balls in back, it's for me dog.
Of course your balls in back, pal.
We're not flour.
Step out then, flower.
Of course I will, beautiful.
Careful.
Take my pants down.
What are you doing? Put your arms down.
When's the last time you washed your car?
Well, I wash it like twice, once every 2 weeks, but I work on site, don't I? So the forklift just...
His 2 young passengers will also be searched for drugs.
17. How old are you?
I'm 16, mate.
The girl admits to possession of cannabis.
It's just in an amber leaf tin.
And how old are you?
17.
What are you doing with this then? Your mum know you smoke cannabis?
Yeah.
Your mum smoke it?
No.
While Tim is searching for drugs, Ben has been in contact with the petrol station.
And that's the only reason you've got, buddy.
They say the driver had no money, so they gave him a form to fill in, promising to pay later.
He was insistent. Yeah, I didn't pay for it, but I've been in, I've told them I haven't paid for it, I've left them my details, I'm going to go back and pay for it.
Due to information received, you're under arrest for making off without payment, alright, from the fuel station. So you don't have to say anything, ma'am. Defence don't mention question something to later line in court. Anything you do, say, maybe games.
Sign the form.
But at a minute, you're under arrest. Do you understand? Did you step out, pal?
Am I going to be ready for work, yeah?
You are? I don't know.
The young passenger found in possession of cannabis will be taken home and offered a drug referral scheme.
Can you jump?
But the driver will have a lot more explaining to do back at the police station. At Harrogate Police Station in North Yorkshire.
Very well. Go on. Towards the door.
Come on, let me in. Hello, I'm here. Hello.
PC's Tim Wilson and Ben Aston are booking in a suspect.
Just stand here. Stand here, Flower.
Of course I will. Petal.
Lift your feet up backwards.
Like that?
Yeah, and that one. Magic.
He was acting up, he was put on an Irish accent.
All ready?
Let's go.
Top of the morning. How are you doing?
Even though he wasn't, he was from the West Yorkshire area.
What cell number are we in tonight? 1 to 8.
Just stick your hand on that desk, Flower.
It's always a telltale sign if they're trying to knock you off your stride, there's usually a reason behind it.
Type any faster, you'll put holes in that.
This male has filled up and failed to make payment.
Filled in a form for no means of payment, which gives me 7 days to pay the fuel.
Therefore, he's been arrested for making off without paying for his fuel. £20 in total.
Got a little frustrated at the custody desk and, well, he lost his sense of humour, really.
Don't start throwing stuff.
Don't start stripping off in the middle of the custody area.
Why?
Just listen.
I've been out on building sites since 7 o'clock this morning, you know what I mean?
I understand what you're saying.
I'm going to be in till the morning, you're going to cost me £100 a day's work. It's just not on, is it?
He tried his best. He maintained his Irish accent through most of it, so fair play to him.
This way.
Number 10.
Before Ben and Tim investigate his claims about the form he filled out, the suspect is going to be searched for drugs.
First against that wall, bud.
There's no sign of any drugs, but elsewhere, Tim's colleagues have found something else of interest.
This is a note that's been recovered from the roadside. It's the fuel for £20 that he's failed to pay for, and it's an agreement to say that he will pay for it. These are the details that he's given, telephone number and his date of birth.
The police suspect the driver has given incorrect details, and until they can be verified, he will remain in custody.
See you later.
What's he going to do for the next 2 hours on his own? Is he going to
30 miles away, on the border of West Yorkshire, North Yorkshire's road crime team is targeting and disrupting burglars. PC's Paul Stamp and Mick Roth are on the lookout for any suspicious vehicles.
We are specifically looking for criminals that are either coming into our area and stopping them on the way in, or if they've slipped through the net and they're already in, and then catching them on the way out.
The cops have pulled over a transit van.
Yeah, it's 3 up. We've got it stopped just beyond the traffic lights.
There are 3 men travelling in the vehicle.
3. Superb. Where you been?
Hotley, isn't it?
Hotley. What's your name, mate? Yep.
I've seen this white transit go past. It's 3 ropey looking lads, middle of nowhere, middle of the night, so it's always worth a stop, really.
Yeah, of course we are.
Background information is coming through on the trio.
He's wanted for a burglary.
There's a warrant out for the front seat passenger.
He's got lots of previous burglary going equipped.
One of his mates has formed for burglary as well.
Once again, burglary intent to steal. He's got possessed class A from 15, burglary intent to steal from 15, battery from 2010.
Receive, mate.
The cops think they may have disturbed the men on their way to or from a break-in.
Just going to put some handcuffs on you, mate. You're not under arrest, but you are detained for the purpose of a search.
When you start searching them, they're all wearing 2 or 3 layers of clothing. They're doing that because they're aware of forensics. They know that if they commit a crime in 1 layer of clothing, they just peel it off and burn it, and they've got spare clothing underneath. They will say it's to keep them warm because they're cold.
Well wrapped up, mate, and waterproofs on.
See. Not for walking dogs.
That's what tools for.
What tools?
Hammers and axes. Does scrap, does he? He just says he's a scrap man, and you've got door pocket full of this kind of stuff. This is kind of stuff that they break into people's houses with, but he will say that that's for his trade.
Nothing's been found on the 3 men, and they claim there are only dogs in the back of their van.
Get it. Get it. Get it.
The transit's clean, but the cops have made an arrest.
That's all right. This guy's been wanted for a good fortnight now. He's not bothered that he's wanted. It's nice for us to be able to put a stop to that and get him before a court and hopefully get him dealt with.
Arrested, yeah?
Yeah, you're under arrest on suspicion of burglary on the 17th of January, okay? So that's since you've been arrested last time. Do you understand that? Do you understand? Yep.
The wanted suspect is being taken into custody. His 2 mates are released without charge.
We know what they're up to. They've got tools in the car. We know they're probably up to no good, but we've deterred them. They've left North Yorkshire now and they're on the way back to West Yorkshire. And one of them's coming with us, which is a great result.
It's 2:30 in the morning in Bradford, and traffic cop Bob Hoyle is out on patrol.
With a car that's just stopped on camera.
He spots a suspicious driver who is driving erratically.
This car's come past me. Straight away I'm behind it. He's a little bit weaving. You know, I get that impression that he possibly has been drinking. It looks full, the car, 3 or 4 in the vehicle. So I'm following it and I light it up to pull it in, but something in the back of my mind just says it ain't gonna stop, or there's something not right.
The car halts at a red light, but as Bob pulls alongside him, he's away again. Bob gives chase, but he's on his own, so he puts out a shout for some assistance.
Can we have units to the Alhambra at Bradford, please? ASAP.
As soon as it starts to fail to stop, I need other units to come and help me to stop it safely. On your own, it's quite difficult.
5-0 room. What is it, please?
Single crew traffic officer.
PC's Paul Crabtree and Jamie Brown are nearby and ready to assist.
There's been an assistance call by a traffic officer who's just had to fail to stop with the vehicle. There's people out enjoying themselves in bars and clubs that are around the area. And there's also quite a high volume of traffic that goes through on this centre road.
He's sideswiped the other car and then he's either stalled it or it's come to a stop because of the damage on the offside.
As Bob is on his own and he's no idea how many people are in the car, it's crucial he's out quick to contain the situation.
Initially they're trying to get away, I think. they're just trying to get out of that car and go. It's difficult, you know, you can only monitor one person safely. You can keep an eye on what the others are doing, but my main concern is watching the driver, because he's the person who's driving that car at that speed, who's made that decision to go through the red lights. He's the person that I want in back of my car.
Bob manages to apprehend the driver as he tries to escape out of the front passenger door. And thankfully, Paul and Jamie are just minutes behind.
Just hang on, see if supervision are going to come with damage.
With Paul and Jamie now on the scene and the situation contained, Bob can focus on why the driver was trying to escape and why he crashed.
All of them had been drinking in the car, and that was evident when we started speaking to him. The driver was, you know, slurring his words. He was very unsteady on his feet.
86. Little is just stolen.
He's blown 86. The limit is 35 micrograms of alcohol per 100 millilitres of breath. Anyone who says they can drive after even a couple of pints, you know, it will have some effect on you. They won't know really what they're doing properly. And anyone who says they do, I think they're lying.
Jamie now goes to check on the damage to the car the suspected drunk driver has collided with.
Supervisor just wants a picture of damage on the car. Is it all front end? Have you got no... It's just this?
I've told him he's under arrest, but I think even his main concern at this time is he wanted his phone from the car. So he's asked one of the officers to go get it for him. PC Crabtree, he's gone and looked.
But it's not just a phone Paul finds. There's also drugs and a police baton in the car.
Just in footwell, driver's footwell. He asked us to go and look for his phone in door pocket right next to where his cannabis was. I hadn't really thought that one through. It's his, not mine. Police, apparently.
Not only that, checks on the radio reveal the dangerous driver is already disqualified, so he is now facing not just one, but a total of 7 charges.
So he got arrested for possession of an offensive weapon, possession of a controlled drug, fail to stop, dangerous driving, drink driving and disqualified driving in the end. Full house, no insurance as well.
There you can go. See you later. Sure. Definitely.
He's already disqualified from driving, so he shouldn't have even been in the vehicle for the start. So then he's taken the decision then to have a drink, along with his mates, take his mates out. Whether his mates knew any of this, I don't know, but you know, he's putting everyone's life at risk.
All right.
Things may have calmed down with the angry mob in Hanover Square, but Andy and Nick's night shift has only just begun.
We're going out to Great Horton Road, which is predominantly Asian. Lots of really nice takeaways. People come far and wide. The food is out of this world. And it's just a roll through, make sure that everybody's safe and sound, and that's all we're doing.
On the radio, Andy catches the reg number of a vehicle of interest.
That's that one he's just talking about. 202, we've just seen it now, Great Horton Road, Bradford towards Shearbridge. It's that silver Audi. 202, that silver Audi. It's just gone left onto Somerville Road.
Hey, come here. Oh yeah. Yeah, you.
We are stopped with it now.
Right, no, yeah, but just stop
at Woodville Road. Can we get units to us, please?
2 lads sat in the back. The doors are open. There's only one person there, but there's clearly 2 people who've got out of this car. Whoever's gone, the driver or the passenger, we don't know, but he's vanished.
Give him a search.
Somebody's legged it for a reason. Why is that?
Got out on you shouldn't have. Nothing.
All right, lads. How are you?
Andy guides another unit to their location.
Come to the bottom of Great Horton Road where all the restaurants are.
And makes a worrying discovery.
Have you got the warning markers?
No.
FA.
Right, okay.
FA means firearm alert. There is thought to be a gun on board. And what seemed a routine stop is now much more dangerous.
There is a firearms link, and then that just changes the game altogether. We really do want to secure these guys in the back because we don't know what's under the seat.
So I can see your hands, mate. All right, just keep where you are.
You know, this isn't playground, this is real life.
Can we just confirm if there is another unit coming to us, please? Because we've got 3 occupants and we're trying to keep everything up. Have you got the warning markers?
No.
FA.
Right, okay. So I can see your hands, mate. All right, just keep where you are. No.
In downtown Bradford, Andy and Nick are dealing with a potentially deadly situation. They've stopped a silver Audi, unaware of police intelligence warning there may be a gun on board.
We've picked up on it halfway through the message. I've got it stopped and we're talking with them.
They're holding 3 men, but a 4th may have run off.
I don't like firearms. I'm not a firearms officer, and to be fair, it worries me. I get the information that there's a firearms marker on this and I'm thinking, where are my mates from firearms? I want them to support me here.
Stop him out with your hands. Listen, he's got a joint. Listen, just stop. I don't give about a joint.
Keep
stop
your hands where they are.
Look, I'll put them here, yeah?
I know how it is, mate. Don't worry about it.
I don't give about your joint. All right.
The firearms team arrive.
Yeah, they're with us now, thank you. Didn't pick up on what marker was, so literally as we heard reg number, it was coming past us. So and then it.
Just have a look down there, mate. Right. Because there's somebody gone missing out of this car. They weren't that far behind. I haven't seen him, mate. I'll be honest with you, I haven't seen anybody, but that door were open, and there was somebody here, and he wasn't him.
There's somebody in the back of our car as well.
Is he being searched? No.
Is that a right quick pat down? These two are really fidgety.
Right.
Are you aware of intel?
No, I hadn't.
No.
It just literally was spun on it.
Let's get him
yeah.
cuffed then.
Right.
And then let's
All I know is a foxtrot. That's all I know.
They're highly trained firearms officers. They know how to stop and deal with these sort of cars, and they'll deal with them forcefully if needs be. But they've got the backup, they've got the firearms themselves, and they know how to deal with this situation. We've got a pen. You know, I don't think I'm going to stab him in the eye with my biro.
Andy goes in search of the missing man.
Somebody's gone off front car. The front door were open. And the car got far. Too slippy.
Nick stays with the armed officers as they search the two rear seat passengers.
Stripping phone.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. I knew it.
You or I would have one phone, would have all our contacts. The cars that we're stopping, there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 mobile phones, all unregistered, and there's a lot of information on these phones that they don't want us to have.
Do you know what I've got a concern with?
Yeah, I know.
That your mate's got out and he's stripped his phone faster than he can say Tom, Dick and Harry. That concerns me a lot. All right.
Hey, nobody's been that way. There's no footmarks. There's nothing.
It's just me, mate. Ali's. That door's open and he's here.
Yeah.
Are we happy with back at car?
Yeah.
Are you happy with him?
Yeah. Give him.
With no luck finding a firearm or the missing occupant, Andy has some advice for one of the detained men.
If I tell you to stop and put your hands up, worst that's going to happen to you is you're going to get CS'd or you're going to get hit with my baton.
Yeah.
If it's a firearms stop and they've got credible intelligence that there's a gun in that car, and if he's messing about with his hands and he's not showing where he should be putting his hands, then do they think that maybe he's trying to get the gun and he's maybe going to shoot them? If I'm sat in the driver's seat of a car and a cop's shouting at me, "I'm police, show me your hands," first thing I'm going to do is show you your hands, aren't you?
You know, you're stopping these cars not knowing who's in them, not knowing what they're doing, not knowing where they're coming from, and ultimately what their goal is. So yeah, we will stop these cars, and we do put ourselves in danger sometimes, but that's the nature of the beast, unfortunately.
With nothing found and no charges, these men are free to go.
That's all I've done is I checked him out and he's got a licence.